What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Ghost. I'm coming to you from inside my truck. Dropping this video today to speak on investors. Getting into the trucking industry with no CDL whatsoever, and driving or putting a truck on to make us some residual income. How to do that? Because currently I have two investors that I'm working with. One of them, he got his own authority, so I'm brokering him loads. The second one, they actually leased the truck on to my authority, and I'm actually going to be doing a follow-up video interviewing them to give their journey and their process and everything that they went through to get a truck on and the whole 9 yards. So without further ado, let's get into this video. There's, like I said before, there's many ways and many options that you can do if you wanted to be just an investor. Even if you have your own truck and you want to put a truck on somewhere else, there's a lot of do's and don'ts. So I'm gonna give out from just my personal experience from looking at it from an investor standpoint, just some of the do's and don'ts that you might want to look out for. First of all, the biggest one is this: if you're gonna be an investor and you're gonna get into this industry, you gotta make sure that for one, you need a truck, and then a reliable truck, whether you go brand new or whether you go used. If you go brand new, you better be getting on with a company that's got consistent freight, that will give you at least 90% of the load. If they're not giving you 90% of the load, you don't want it. It's as the investor, you're gonna take L's, so you don't want to do that. Because I know I've seen in the past, and just from people that have investors in this industry, that they be taking L's, and there's ways of getting around taking L's. You just gotta know what's good and what's not. I know from experience, from watching people on YouTube, if you're only getting 60, if you put a truck on somewhere and that truck is getting, we'll say 65% of the load from the carrier that you're leasing that truck onto, and then as the investor you're only getting 85%, you're going to be in a struggle, because that truck is not going to make money and you're going to take a lot of L's. So coming into this industry, if you're going to be an investor, invest with putting a truck on to a place where they get at least 90% of the load and you get 90%. Not nothing, not no more, not no less. You want to get your 90% that you're putting that truck on with, and then from there, you basically pay the driver, you pay for the fuel, you do all that, and so on and so forth. Now, the second thing that they did, they sat down with me. We're talking about the people that have the truck leased on to me. They actually sat down with me in, I think, August of last year. And, they sat down with me, we had lunch, and they just told me, how they wanted to get into the industry as investors. They don't have CDLs. They just needed some guidance and some help on how to get there. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to help them out, I'm going to give them from, if I was an investor standpoint, what I would do and how I would do it. So I told them whether they decided to go new or used. If they went brand new, if they're investors, they might as well invest in putting a team in that truck, putting them on a dedicated contract where they could make something off of it, and they want to get with a company that's got consistent freight and a company that'll keep them moving. I was like, their biggest pitfall is going to be drivers. Trying to find a good driver is hard in this industry. A good, reliable driver that's going to run and keep the truck moving. It is hard. I ain't gonna lie, it's hard. We have a driver shortage, but it's hard to find an actual good driver in this driver shortage. There's a lot of trash out here. Second thing I told them is getting a truck. It's gonna be, they gotta choose between whether they want truck payments, if they want a high truck payment, low truck payment, or if they want to pay cash for a truck and have no truck payment Then, you know, you got maintenance. I told them you want to make sure you got a maintenance fund, because when that truck breaks down, it's going to need to be fixed, and it is not going to be cheap. Like I tell them, truck repairs at minimum start at $500 and up. You might get some small repairs here and there, but for most repairs, when your truck's going into the shop, you about to dish out at least $500 to $1,000 or more. So I told them that y'all want to have a nice little nest egg set up for y'all, and you want the nest egg. You want to do as much research you can on the type of truck you want. If you want to go automatic, you want to go stick. They decided to go automatic. I told them that's cool, but really do your research on these automatics. Find out how much the transmission costs or a clutch costs if it goes out. You know, just write it all down so you got mental notes of, you know, what to expect. And then the type of truck. If you want to go Freightliner, Peterbilt, Volvo, International, it's up to y'all. Like I told them, I run Freightliners. I like Freightliners. Most of mine are all Cascadias with the DD15. They can run Internationals with the Cummings. Stay away from the Max Forces. If you don't really know too much about it, you might want to go with a truck that parts are available everywhere and it's cheap, so it doesn't burn y'all pockets. I told them Peterbilt's are a little bit more expensive. Parts are a little bit hard to find. And you know, just gave them the basics from what I've learned just being in this industry. They took all that in, and next thing I know, they end up getting them an International, a white International with the Cummins. They paid for it cash, paid 10 G's for it. From there, they put it in the shop. I think they put another maybe 4,000, about 4,000. Was it 4,000? Just about, almost about $4,000 into the truck to get it completely on the road, get all the bugs knocked out of it, which they still got little bugs here and there, but like I told them, no, that's small compared to the large stuff that they didn't took care of. So I hooked them up with a good shop, and I mean, the truck's been running. Now they just got to work on their driver. They just get their driver to pick up the pace a little bit more. They'll be able to, you know, really see that truck make money. But other than that, I mean, if you're going to invest in the industry, it's a good industry to get into. You just need to make sure when y'all are doing y'all research that y'all research is A1. Because if you don't do the research and make sure you're talking to people that's actually going to help you, and you're investing into a trucking company that's actually going to keep your truck moving. Because like I said before, if the trucking company has plenty of freight and you got a good driver, that's a good combination. Y'all going to make money. And if you have little to no truck note, that's going to make good money. Like I told them, you can check out the video I did on owning a truck and the 3 types of payments and stuff that you would do. They watched that video and boom, they went off of that. I told them these are the lanes that I run consistently. All my trucks do it. They put their trucks into that lane too, and like I said before, it's been cool. It's within their budget, their truck's moving, they're satisfied. Now if you're going to be an investor, you just got to do as much research as possible. Don't try to jump into something because you see a lot of people doing this that are in the industry that have CDLs. You got to make sure y'all do y'all research. How much of a percentage that you're getting in return is going to make or break you as an investor. Like I said before, if you ain't getting at least 90% of your return of what the truck grosses a week, it ain't even worth it, you know? As long as the carrier's taking at least 10% or less, you're winning. Anything after that, you kind of playing it, you know, you playing with fire. Now if they taking 30%, you losing. And then, like I said before, just make sure y'all are investing in great companies that will be 100% transparent, and do as much research and studying and talking before you decide to jump the gun and go put a truck out here and you don't really know what you're getting yourself into, because you see the big numbers but you don't see all the little small stuff that's in between. But it's your boy Ghost. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys learned something about investing into the trucking industry with no CDL. Love, peace, prosperity, and I will catch y'all in the next video.